Hello everybody, it is I, your favorite VTuber Android Airhead. I am back in Danganronpa V3, because I technically missed it last week, so I'm doing it now, and then I'll also do it next week, because that's the whole thing. Doesn't matter. Anyway, so, as remember from last time, we were going to resurrect the dead. The dead did not get resurrected, and they added one to their numbers. Angie is super duper dead. How? Let's check the Monokuma file that I may not have yet. Actually, wait, did I even check the Monokuma file? I don't think I... Actually, wait, did I? I don't remember that happening. Alright. Never mind. We're not going to check it because I forgot the buttons to do it. Anyway. Yeah, that's where we're at. That's pretty much what's happening. Angie's body. She's lying face down in the middle of the room. Not sure if I'd call it the middle, but okay.
What's wrong?
Are you going to take a closer look?
Okay.
Yes, I was planning to. Hey, Second Nuts, welcome to the stream. Hey, Lovitch, welcome back. My Christmas was great. How was yours? Have you been watching Stranger Things? I actually haven't. I need to see this last season. I've heard it's pretty good. How was Christmas? It was pretty good.
Got a minute?
Let's hurry up and do it. We can't afford to waste any time here. Maki didn't hesitate. She stepped past me and walked over to the body. She has no problem with dead bodies. She is the ultimate assassin. Okay, let's see. She appears to have died from... paint. There's blood dripping from Angie's head. According to the Monokuma file, she sustained a stab wound to the back of the neck, as well as a laceration on her forehead. The killing blow was a single stab to the back of the neck. A sneak attack, most likely. I think Volume 1's pretty great, Volume 2's pretty, I still need to see it. Yeah, I kind of figured that was going to be the general reception, just because... You know, it's one of those where this kind of show this popular, the last seasons of these kinds of shows tend to either be really good or really underwhelming. Just because, like, everyone has their own expectations for the ending and whatnot, and then, yep. This was very lonely, although I got real crossbow. You got a real crossbow? That's awesome! Nice! Good Unspeakable Horrors. Yeah, go for it! The crossbow makes it cool, though. Like, the cops will see it and be like, whoa, is that a crossbow? Sick! Still going to prison, but yeah. Volume 2 just exists and doesn't really add much to the characters other than Steve and Dustin. Steve and Dustin were great in Volume 2. Yeah, I like Steve and Dustin a lot. I love that meme where he runs out of the door like, Henderson! And it's like, yeah, I thought that was funny. Things going down the Game of Thrones route. Oh, that sucks. Oof.
Well.
Then what do you make of this wound in her forehead? Probably when she fell. Maybe the culprit hit her in the head before stabbing her from behind. But her two wounds are substantially different. Did the culprit change weapons mid-attack?
Oh, yeah.
I suppose that would be unnecessary.
Remember.
Also, the wound on her forehead looks deep, but it's not bleeding much. What is going on with these two wounds? Forehead injuries been added to the truth build section in the monopad.
Huh?
What's wrong, Maki?
Got a minute?
Move. Maki pushed me aside, then lifted Angie's body up by the shoulder.
Is this...
What's this doing crumpled underneath her body?
What is it?
This is duct tape, right? What's duct tape doing here? I don't know, but it must be related to the case, and it has her hair on it, so yeah. Look, there are hairs stuck to the tape. Long hairs. Angie's, right? Bloody duct tape with Angie's hair on it. What could that mean? Obviously his ending's rough though, like Squid Game earlier this year. I actually don't know much about a Squid Game end, because I haven't even seen the end of it, but like, I've heard what happens. 1/4 of the way doing a Gentleman Mock cosplay. Oh, nice. Oh yeah, she does have a crossbow, doesn't she? I think that was in her lab. Bloody duct tape has been added to the truth bullet section of your monopad.
But...
I'm surprised you spotted this, Maki. It was hidden under her body.
So what?
It was partially visible. As a detective, you should have noticed it before I did.
Okay.
Well, that's true. Oh yeah, I forgot to check the audio. Yep. Well, even so, I guess you're still getting used to being around dead bodies. So don't beat yourself up over it.
Okay.
Aw, she's being nice. Well, then it's a good thing you're used to corpses, Maki. Shuichi, that was not the right thing to say. Dude, Shuichi, you were so fucking close to having a nice little moment there. Like, she had the happy expression, and then you had to go fucking...
Sorry.
Sorry, joking, I couldn't resist.
Got a minute?
You don't need to apologize. I was joking too. Okay, yeah, okay, we're fine. Didn't sound like a joke though. Yeah, let's see. I think we've already okay, pool of blood, yeah. A small pool of blood is emanated from Angie's torso, but she got stabbed in the neck. Wait, is the neck part of the torso or is that like a separate thing? Never mind. This can't be from her forehead. This blood is from the back of her neck.
Is this?
This blood is dry. It must have been spilled a few hours before Angie was killed. Maybe more. That fits the 2 a.m. time of the death listed in the Monokuma file. Also, Borderlands ending was god tier. Oh yeah, I've heard of that, yeah. Considering it wasn't a manga-based season, was good. Also, you see Avengers Doomsday Caesar? I saw that there were a few people coming back like Steve, which is interesting to say the least. They're really bringing back everybody, aren't they? Angie's body appears to be exactly as described in the Monokuma file. There were several clues that caught my attention, but I can't draw any conclusions yet. If we think about all the evidence in combination, that might tell us something. Let's continue the investigation for now. Maki, what's wrong?
So what?
It's not that important, but the only time you're reliable is when you're investigating a crime scene. Is that supposed to be a compliment?
Like I'd know.
Who knows? You're certainly more reliable than Kaito, at least. That guy's useless. Anyway, let's continue. She just, like, Kaito wasn't even around and she still had to fire shots at him. 4 effigies hung upside down makes the scene particularly eerie. Yeah, they're doing something. I wish Danganronpa had seasonal environments that updated via tracking the IRL date, so everyone would have Christmas decor up to the school that doesn't interfere with the main story. It'd be really funny if I just came back and all of a sudden it's like, hey everyone, I know it's been like a while since I've done Danganronpa, but everyone's wearing swimsuits for some reason. Cool. Anyway. They're just in class trial and they're like, they're wearing, like, what if Arbor Day was also a holiday in this and they're all just dressed up like trees? Ropes are dangling from the exposed beams on the ceiling.
If I remember correctly.
If I remember correctly, Angie made all of these wax figures. Is this rope from the warehouse?
You're right.
I believe so, and that means there won't be much of a clue. Anyone could have gone and gotten these ropes. Maybe the student council should have blocked the warehouse instead of the manhole. All Maki knows how to do is fire shots, that's fair. Monokuma as an elf. Oh, that'd be hilarious, yeah. Or Krampus. Or half elf and half Krampus, because that's kind of like he's got the half and half thing going. The warehouse does contain plenty of things that can be used for murder. Anyway, I know that these effigies are just wax, but it still creeps me out.
That's true.
They even made Ryoma's chain and, like, cigarette. Or candy cigarette, whatever he has in his mouth. Yeah. The effigies look exactly like real people. Not just their faces, but their bodies, too. The ultimate artist certainly was talented. By the way, why is the effigy hanging upside down? Is this part of the ritual? Do you think the more law enforcement government duty-based role characters dress up differently for Labor or Memorial Day? I think that'd be hilarious if they did. Like, someone like Shuichi who's a detective, like, oh wait, if he's like an officer of the law technically, he becomes a tree for a little bit. I'm not sure.
What is it?
If it's not, then why is it like this? Who would go out of their way to hang a wax effigy? Angie's a little weird. Right, if they're going to do this much work, then there must be some reason for it. What could it be? Who would do this? The culprit? Angie? Someone else entirely? Just imagine, like, Kaito came in and he was just like, oh, I like seeing people hang upside down. And that was it, because it reminds him of, like, training for astronaut stuff. Necronomicon. Ah, this book! I do like how the game goes into what if you're an assassin in the mystery killing game, would it be an advantage or net negative? That's true, yeah. Korekio, a person dedicated to human history, would be an interesting person to design a Memorial Day outfit for. He says a memorial for something completely, like, ancient that no one's ever heard of. dressing up like some variety of rock because it's important to, or like the dog thing.
The instructions for the resurrection ritual are written in the Necronomicon. By performing the ritual as written, you can resurrect one deceased victim.
I knew it.
This was the motive, the Necronomicon.
Hey,
Angie tried to perform the ritual written in this book, right?
Okay.
Yes. If we look at this book, we should be able to learn the steps of the ritual she was trying to perform. Let's take a look. I don't love how they like drew it with like a little art style they got there. The Necronomicon Resurrection Ritual. Prepare an effigy of the dead soul you wish to contact. Everyone may participate. The size and shape of the effigy is irrelevant. Make it out of whatever materials you wish. If it's not obvious who the effigy is supposed to be, label it with the name of the deceased. After preparing the effigy, burn this Necronomicon to ashes. Use caution. Be mindful of carbon monoxide poisoning. He doesn't want anyone dying by accident. I like to think that Angie tried to perform the ritual to get everyone to set up properly, and one of the directions was, kill yourself, stupid fuck. She missed the step with the burning part. She already fucked up. The executions in the game, if they were tied up with ropes, they could replace Christmas lights in December. Oh, that'd be funny, yeah. Replace the baseballs and Leons with snowballs. Or if it's for Halloween, make them pumpkins. Like how accurate is the actual manga instruction manuals. Yeah. It's got the art style, it's got the... I'd even say the font is kind of close to what you see in some of that.
Then close your eyes and wait after a while. You should feel a light tap in your back. If so, that means the ritual was a success. The ashes are only good for one use. The ritual can only be performed once, so use it wisely.
So these are the steps for the resurrection ritual.
this is stupid.
Angie really believed in this crap? It's pretty obvious that you wouldn't be able to resurrect anyone with this. Under normal circumstances, I'm sure that's true. But in this place, I don't think we can rule anything out. Necronomicon has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your monopad. The sword. He who pulls out this sword shall be crowned King of Japan. A katana was stabbed into Kaede's wax effigy.
Damn it.
Who did this? And why?
Got a minute?
Let me see. Maki nudged me aside, then gripped the katana and pulled it out of the effigy.
Ah,
Wait, this is a crime scene. You can't...
What is it?
You wanted to check the katana, right? Well, you can't do that if you don't pull it out. I mean, if it was in there pretty solidly, we could probably do that without pulling it out, but...
because.
Yes, true, but we have to preserve the scene. Maki paid no mind to my protest and stared at the katana a while. Imagine Kaede getting hung with Christmas lights instead of a rope. That'd be brutal, yeah. And then, like, the music is replaced with, like, Silent Night or something. And the piano is playing Jingle Bells. Oh, yeah. Pause, Maki, watch the phrasing. You wanted to pull it out, right?
Is this...
It's a real katana, but there's gold leaf on it.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe it's the one that was on display in the Ultimate Anthropologist lab. Is that so?
Okay.
We can probably assume this is the murder weapon, judging from the bloodstains on the tip. The edge is too rusty to cut well, but it would be enough to stab.
But
But why would they go through the effort of using this as the murder weapon?
That's true.
Good question. I could have gone to my lab and grabbed a more suitable weapon. Which, by the way, Maki, we should probably lock your lab. Just keep it locked.
could it?
Somehow. Perhaps it's because Kiyo's lab is on the same floor. They just grabbed something close by? They may have been in a hurry.
Well,
Or maybe they needed a long weapon like this. A long weapon?
okay.
My lab doesn't contain swords or any other weapons of this length. As I remember, she said she tried a job with a sword once and it didn't go well. That's why she doesn't use them. Oh, really?
That's true.
Oh, yeah, there it is. I'm not sure how Monokuma found out, but he must know I don't use swords for work. When I first started working, I botched a mission using a katana. Haven't used a sword since. Which is fine, because they're a hassle to carry anyway. This is just Peko in, like, the other room, and she's like, the fuck? I suppose everyone's lab is suited to them personally, just like Angie's was. But how did they know all this? Anyway, the gold leaf on this katana flakes off easily. It's all over my hand now.
Okay.
It must be pretty old for the gold leaf to flake off that easily.
Got a minute?
Why didn't you say so earlier? My hands are all sticky now. I'll have to wash them later. Again, Maki. Phrasing. Maki scolded me, then stood in front of Kaede's effigy. Okay, apparently German culture heavily influenced Christmas across the world, so imagine she died to a fucking German national anthem. As long as it's not the one from 1945, I think we're good. Or before 1945, I guess. I'm going to put the katana back where we found it. If it's too hard to watch, look away. Thank you. I averted my gaze, and Maki stabbed the katana back into the wax effigy. Okay, I was about to say, I think they did that because they didn't draw the sprite without the sword in it. But looking at it right now, they did draw it without the sword, so they probably could have just left it out. They didn't have to put it back in.
By the way,
Even so, why was a weapon stabbed into the wax effigy? A hanging wax effigy, no less. You ever listen to any K-pop songs? Outside of K-pop Demon Hunters, not many. I know there's Gangnam Style, and it's maybe a few others, but generally I haven't listened to a lot of stuff. There are some pretty good things that I've heard, yeah. Now that makes me question, in the battle of Children's Room to be assassins, who's going to win in the fight? Probably Maki, considering she's, like, the ultimate one, but if there were others, like Agent 47, I guess. Actually, I don't really know much about his backstory, so maybe he wasn't as a child, but regardless, I don't know. Agent 47 would definitely give her a run for her money. It'd be awesome if I had, like, a Hitman mod that, like, let me play as Maki. Was it part of the ritual? Or was the culprit trying to hide the murder weapon? Perhaps they had no intention of hiding it. They didn't even wipe off the blood. Besides, I'm certain there are better ways to hide the murder weapon than this.
what are you talking about?
Then what's the reason for this?
That's...
I honestly have no idea.
Well,
We should investigate where this weapon came from. We might find a clue there.
Okay.
The Ultimate Anthropologist Lab? Yes, let's do that. I want to make sure the katana indeed came from that room. I don't know what group I'd say to start with. Let's see, I know Stray Kids from Tower of God, I think. Wait, aren't they? I guess they're not necessarily K-pop, I think they're just a Korean band, but whatever. Agent 47 was never a child, he's a genetic clone of someone else. Okay, yeah. Or, technically, you could argue he's always a child because he was born like that. Not really, but you could argue that. Stray Kids, yeah, okay, yeah, okay. Yeah, Stray Kids I know. I know they did the opening for Tower of God. Okay, so we got that. We got Angie's body. We have the... I guess we could look at the other wax dolls, but I don't think we necessarily need to. Yeah, sure, why not? The 4 effigies are hung up with rope from the ceiling's exposed beams. These wax figures are definitely the same ones Angie made. Their fans are insane, but they are good. Okay, yeah. I've only heard, I think, that one song, but I don't know, I like their stuff. But why are they hung up? Is this also part of the resurrection ritual, or is there another purpose? It would take a lot of work to hang all these up. That implies there was a reason behind it. But what is that reason? And who did it? A culprit? Or someone else entirely? Yeah, okay. I think... yeah, we're good for that little bit. Maki, thoughts?
hey,
I just want to confirm something. When we got to this lab, you're sure that the front door was locked? One of the Stray Kids members did a solo leveling song, I think, for the opening. Oh, okay. Alright, that makes sense. I think I might have heard them there then. Yes, I'm positive. I grabbed the knob and tried to turn it. Grab his knob and twist it. It really is locked. The confusing thing about K-pop to some of the people who don't much is that not all members of the groups are Korean. Really? Huh.
I knew it.
I guess also not necessarily all songs are in Korean, because I know Stray Kids did a Japanese version of the top for Tower of God. Listen to the entire K-pop Demon Hunter soundtrack, including some contextual bits from the movie and songs. A lot of people think they're good. I like them well enough, but like... I have heard people who are really into K-pop be like, really, you only like K-pop Demon Hunters? And it's like a whole thing, but yeah. I don't know, I think they're fine. I don't like K-pop Demon Hunters either. Yeah, I mean, again, I'm not saying I love it, but I think it's okay. Yeah. The front entrance was locked until Kokichi picked the lock to open it. I'm gonna hate it, someone for liking them. Yeah. Kokichi pulled out some thin needles, sucking the key over the lock. Click, click, click. Clack. Open sesame. Yep. So he picked this cylinder lock open.
Hey,
You think anyone else could have opened the lock besides him?
That's true.
It would have been impossible from the outside. The Monocubs took the key. Okay, here it is, but there's only one key, so yeah, we got a lot of flashbacks, but... Then he eats it.
then
So Kokichi is the only one who could have opened or closed the door from the outside, right? Correct. Only Kokichi would have been able to open and close the door from outside. But someone inside could have opened and closed it as they pleased. So the front door was locked from inside the room.
No.
AJ was Ruby and wrote K-pop songs for groups like Card, and I think she co-wrote Icky for Card. Okay. Like, my wife deadass got pissed at me for not liking Golden. She glazed that song to hell and stopped talking to me for the rest of the day after that hurt a bit. I think Golden is okay. If I had to pick one song from the movie that'd be like, oh, that's pretty good, I think I would say Idol, which is the last one that the Whatever Boys did. I don't know. I do think I'm not gonna hate on people for liking K-pop Demon Hunters. For me, I thought it was pretty good, but I mean, I will say this. I think the animation was very good. I think the visual comedy was pretty on point for the most part. Honestly, music was pretty good too. I'll say that. It was fine. But yeah, Nikki music video will forever be the best K-pop music video because they're in the fucking back rooms for most of it. When you're trying to film a music video, but is chasing you. Not necessarily. I'm just thinking of possibilities. There was only one song I generally did like, and it was a very short one-off called Free. Oh, that one, yeah. I think I know what you're talking about. But in that case, the question becomes how the person who locked the doors got out. How the culprit got out of the classroom after locking the doors. Thing is, I don't think the culprit necessarily needs to, because they could just stay in the room and then, yeah. Also, BM from Card looks like Zora in the music video. Oh, that's funny. I'll have to check that out. I never really, like, it's not that I'm not, like, I'm against K-pop or anything. It's more like I just never really looked into it. I'm sure there's plenty of it that I would like if I actually watched it. Like, what is that one that it's like, BTS or something? That everyone likes? I haven't heard any of their stuff, but obviously they've got a lot of fans, so maybe there's something there. Art Lab front door has been added to the Truth Bolt section of the Monopad. Okay. Gonta, what are your thoughts?
Why?
A murder at nighttime is strange. Impossible even.
Why?
Why do you think that?
Right.
Because student council made rule that we know can be outside during nighttime. Everyone should have been asleep. No way murder could have happened at nighttime. Unless it was another student council member. Some K-pop groups do get overrated just because the companies have made good groups in the past. Oh, okay. So it's like a sort of legacy thing? Yeah. I remember a boy group that were all in maid dresses doing cover for a Zenless song. They all light coming from their crotches that were bright as hell for censorship purposes. That's fucking hilarious. I didn't look that up. Everyone should have been asleep. No way murder could have happened at nighttime. Do you really think everyone would go along with that rule?
But
What did the Tua's rule? Angie said he'd punish us if we not follow his rules. But the student council wasn't included in that, correct? They could do what they wanted. Angie was also working here at night. Huh? She was?
but
No way. Student council would never break own rules.
right.
They should have been asleep in own rooms. To set a good example to others. Maybe Angie got attacked while she was asleep in her room and got brought here.
Gonta.
If so, Gonta could have saved her. If only Gonta saw. But Gonta was sleeping. Sorry, Angie. Gonta no could save you. Baby Monster, I don't think they're that good, but they are from Blackpink to NE1 and Big Bang's label. Okay. General rule for most media, high fan count equals 1,000 does not equal 1,000% quality insurance. Okay, that's true. Yeah. There are some things that are popular that are just I've never really found an interest in, but you know, I do understand that. That's true. Big Bang have never been a K-pop. Big Bang has been a K-pop group for 20 years next year, which is insane to be honest. That sounds very interesting. That's just kind of like being a normal band at that point. I was under the impression a lot of K-pop stuff was a little more like, I guess not a lot, but like some K-pop stuff is more like idol based. But 20 years sounds interesting. Yeah. I didn't read that. Whoops. All right. Then about the student council rule.
I'm not sure if it's okay to say this or not, but could Tenko be the culprit? Huh? Tenko? Oh, it's not like I have proof or anything, but earlier I heard Himiko say that Tenko was trying to betray the student council.
No.
So you suspect Tenko?
Actually.
Because as a member of the student council, she would have been allowed into this lab.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. And she did allow members of the student council to enter her lab.
Yeah, Angie has been shut away here working on the ritual by herself since yesterday. She said she would only unlock the door if she had a student council member's voice.
That's true.
That would certainly point to Tenko. She did betray the student council after all. Sure, they have lost 2 members. I don't know if one is returning, but 3 that are left are still good. Okay, yeah.
No.
It's not that I wanted to suspect Tenko, but since only student council members would have been let in here.
So Angie only let in student council members. That would be Gonta, Kibo, Himiko, Tenko, and Tsumugi. Which also means you, technically, but of that group, Tenko was certainly the most suspicious. Well, yeah, she did ask us to, you know, kill Angie. Okay, yeah, Mew, what do you got? This busty brainy beauty has it all figured out. I doubt that, but go ahead. Huh? You mean you know who the culprit is?
What was that?
Huh? The culprit? Fuck that!
Hey.
Shuichi, do we really have the time to be listening to her?
Wait!
Hey, wait, goddammit! Are you just gonna ignore my genius idea? Go for it. What is it? Lay it on me. Just listen to me, okay? Come on, listen to me. Listen. G-Dragon is good member of Big Bang, and his solo stuff is good. Okay. Unironically, G-Dragon is probably won more awards than Big Bang. Oh, that's funny. On the video with the boys made outfits, it's Moe Chaka Fire by Ansa Official. Okay, I'll look that up.
Okay.
After this, obviously, but yeah. Okay. Well, if you're gonna twist my arm, then I'll tell you. You better thank me for this.
You know.
I know you all are dumber than fleas, but even you get how weird these wax dolls are, right? They are strange. Are they for the ritual or another purpose?
Well then.
But I figured it out with just one glance. These are diversions.
Could it be?
Diversions?
Listen up.
Diversions. Yep. The culprit used these wax dolls to distract us from something.
Got a minute?
What do you mean by that?
What?
How should I know? Isn't that Sherlock Holmes' job? I mean, let's not slur, but that's a pretty funny one. All right. That good little play on words, but yeah, we probably shouldn't say that. Anyway, I had to watch the video again to find it. It's so worth it because it's the most unserious shit ever. There was an award ceremony recently for Korean artists, and there's 4 main awards for the ceremony, and G-Dragon got 3 out of 4 of them. It was really funny because he was going to leave the stage, and they were actually like, "Hey, you've won another award." You with the on-point humor. Yeah. You're a waste of time. Maki turned and walked away. I can't say I blame her.
What was that?
Hell's our problem? Yeah, it's Mew. We can't say that anymore. I think. At least I'd probably get in trouble for saying it, but yeah. So Angie made these wax dolls, eh? Resemblance is pretty uncanny. They say the devil's in the details, you know? Let's just see how detailed these really are. Mew, don't do what I don't think you're about to do. Hey! You tried to look up the wax figure's skirt, yep. What are you doing? Stop that!
Why the? I just wanted to see if this doll was wearing hippopotamus. Wait, do you have a doll fetish? Are you excited that your dead girlfriend is a doll now? If you like wax dolls so much, then go fuck the doll already. A quote for the ages. I'm starting to agree with Maki. Talking to Miu is a waste of time. So anyway, another good group is WJSN. They've had a lot of members leaving, to be fair. Okay, so it's like one of those where the members just kind of trade out over the years. It's unlocked, but I still think there are things. I think there are things. I think there are still things here to investigate. Fuck, I cannot speak. Let's see what else. Well, there's a ladder. There's. I mean, it let me back away from Angie's body, so I don't think there's much else to look at there. What else? No, not that button. Oh yeah, I can do that. Well, might as well clear out the lab now that Angie's bit the dust. What the hell was that? Oh, that resets it. Oh, cool. All right. Anyway, what else? What else are we looking at here? I guess I can look at the other dolls, but like, already got that. Oh, there's, hey, fun little Danganronpa 1 reference. There's a hammer there. But got the Kaede, Kirumi, Rantaro, or Ryoma, Rantaro. I have a strange suspicion that the toxic ship enjoyers and pro shippers will put Kokichi and Shuichi together and immediately put Miu in Deep Dish is aware of it. Deep Dish is aware of it. Wait, what does Deep Dish mean in this case? I love that one of the members of WJSN was a Korean horror film and she was literally credited as a woman. Yeah, does that mean that Miu is the ultimate inventor as an inflatable doll? Honestly, probably. Built in her room? Or did she put those functions in Kibo? Decent chance she made Kibo do some wacky bullshit. Let's see. We've already looked at Angie's body. Already looked at the blood. Necronomicon. I guess I can look at his wax doll. Over pursuing exposed beams. Hung up. Reason behind it, who did it, why. Okay. So not that. What about the... Oh yeah, the back door. This door is the lab's back door. This door is a sliding lock, and it's still locked.
That's true.
And because no one has used this door since we came in here, I believe Angie locked this door when she came in, and it's been locked ever since. Oh wait, what's this? Look, there's something gold and shiny on the tab of the sliding lock. Gold and shiny? Could it be?
Is that alright?
Maki, may I see it for a minute? I want to try moving the sliding lock. You want to unlock it? Go ahead, do what you want. I carefully touched the knob of the lock, avoiding the golden parts, and softly slid the lock open. Click.
Okay.
Just as I suspected, this lock will slide without much effort. Whether you lock it or unlock it. I fucked up typing, shut it. Okay. So, but if Deep Dish meant something, what would it mean? It was in it for like a minute max. Okay, that's fair. But it is funny to see people just get credited, like, especially famous people in movies get credited as, like, this guy or some dude. Like the same member of this Korean horror film next year too, and her character has a name this time. Her name is Mrs. Woman. This could be an important clue. Art Lab's back door has been added to the truth bullet section of your monopad. Still, it's strange that the front door and back door have different locks. The front door that we came in from is a cylinder lock, and the rear door over here is a sliding lock. She's a very... Oh yeah, she's physically very deep. Got it.
By the time we discovered the body, both doors were locked.
This.
In other words, this is what you might call a locked room mystery, right? Maki, have you read Umineko? Locked, huh?
You're right.
Yes, the cylinder lock's key was taken by the Monocups. So both doors could only be locked from the inside. But only if you rule out Kokichi's lockpicking, right? He could have picked the cylinder lock on the front door to go in and get out of the lab. To go in and out of the lab, so he could have created this locked room mystery. It's possible that he locked the door from the outside by picking it after he killed Angie.
If I remember correctly.
That's true.
That's right.
Also, he appeared at an oddly convenient time when we tried to enter the lab ourselves.
I knew it.
He's clearly suspicious. It is suspicious, but that solution seems a little too convenient. Kokichi's lockpicking has been at the truth bolt section of their monopad. Which is basically the game's way of saying, yeah, it's not Kokichi because that would be way too simple. I think we finished investigating everything for now.
Got a minute?
Is this really the time to rest? I don't think we found enough clues yet. We don't know how much time we have left to investigate, so we need to hurry up.
You're right.
Oh, you're right. First, we should investigate the Ultimate Anthropologist lab. Wait, did they misspell that? It's anthropologist instead of anthropologist. Anthropologist. I don't like the hip-hop songs that don't really go over 3 minutes now because they used to. Yeah, I like songs that go for at least 4 minutes. I feel like that gives it enough time to, like, have a full, like, 3-chorus thing, or... I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what parts of the song are called, but I like it when they're, like, roughly 4 minutes, you know? Some still do, but it's rarer. Yeah. I think, especially with the weird thing is, like, songs that are only 2 minutes long. Because then it's like, yeah, it's a good song. Like, I like Iris Out, for instance, and that's a good song, but, like... It is also only 2 minutes, and that's kinda... a little short for a song, in my opinion. You may find a clue related to the katana.
That's true.
That's true. We need to check if the katana really did come from that place. Is something wrong, Maki?
By the way,
It just occurred to me, why am I acting like your partner? Well, if you want to get married, you know,
sure, whatever.
well, that's fine. Just don't get used to it. Shuichi then proceeded to get used to it. She's actually a really nice sidekick. It's a fun little buddy cop thing to have, like, the assassin and the detective working together on this. It's not as if I asked you, but it's fine by me. It's true that Maki is a tremendous help to me. Yeah, I already did that part. Okay, yeah. Escape. That makes me wonder, if there was ever an "oh well, you saw me die, but I'm actually a live character," who do you think it is? Well, funny you should ask that considering what's about to happen, probably this stream. But, let me think. I would say probably... Just for the fact that he seemed important, but then just died immediately, I would say Rantaro, because it seems like... Like, it's not like his method of death was, like, suspicious, but it's more just that, like... It's weird that he just... Like, he seemed like he would be a very important part of the plot, and then he just died. So, we'll see where that goes. Probably that is some kind of clue for the ending, but, like... yeah, here. I imagine there's something to what he figured out before he died. Big Bang songs are always almost 3 minutes 30 seconds. That's a pretty good length for a song, I think. Iris Out is an exception since the soundtrack for a single movie scene prior to the heartbreak. Yeah. He basically just made the opening for it, and, like, had it be opening length, a little over that, and then, like, that's the song. If I remember correctly, the gold leaf katana is from there. Not to the scabbard, but it's just the sheath. Earlier, the katana was inside the sheath.
Okay.
Maki, the gold leaf katana definitely came from here. I'm certain of it.
That's true.
Does that make Kyo suspicious? This is his research lab, after all. We'll say that he's very, very, very important to the plot. Just unfortunately, he had to be written out of the plot because he would have been literally too busted to die. Okay. Yeah, so it's one of those where if they left him in, the entire plot would have been unraveled pretty quickly. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you see that a lot in mystery stuff. The smart ones are always taken out first.
No.
Not necessarily. Anyone could have come in here and taken it.
That's true.
Fair enough. Anyone could have done the same with my lab, too. Gold leaf katana has been updated in the truth bullet section of your monopad. Oh? Oh? What are you guys doing here? What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be helping with the seance? You look so disgusted right now. Then again, I guess that is your signature look. Anyway, I forgot to bring something we need for the seance, so I came back to get it.
Huh?
Something for the seance?
Yeah.
Yep, that white sheet over there. Oh, that one, yeah. Which is why when WJSN had Unnatural come out in 2021, the song was about 3 minutes 20 seconds, and that was a long song for 2021. Really? 3 minutes 20 seconds was a long song in 2021? Huh. Yeah, I don't know, I'm not saying I prefer like 6-minute songs, but I think there's like, I think 4 minutes is the sweet spot, roughly. We brought the wooden dog statue and the cage already, but I guess we needed that sheet too.
What is it?
I don't get it. Why do you guys need a cage, a wooden dog statue, and a white sheet? Hey, don't ask me. I don't know why we need that stuff either.
So that means...
That's why I figured I'd do a little research on this seance before I got the sheet. Study. So, let's see. Kokichi took a moment to took a look around, and I heard it was like some old handmade book. Oh, is this it?
Yeah.
Yep, it says Caged Dog Village right on the cover. So this must be it. Let's see. What does it say about the caged child? What does it say about the caged child seance? Kokichi flipped through the old book he picked up. I like 4 minutes is good. K-pop just doesn't give groups that long songs. Okay, yeah, well, I think as long as the song is good, it doesn't really matter. But like, yeah, I can understand definitely the frustration with songs being like trending shorter and shorter. I'd say Wild Side from Beastars is a good exception. Less than 1:30, but it feels horrifically short too. That's what makes it so appealing. I'll have to give that one a listen. I haven't seen more than season 1 of Beastars. I don't know, nothing against it really. I think I would like the show if I saw it all, but like, I just never got around to it. UG Dragons get near 4 minutes, and the ones from 2025, which is surprising for 2025 K-pop. Hey, maybe it's making a comeback. Perhaps. Kokichi flipped through the old book he picked up. Oh, is it this page? It's hard to read, but I can see the caged child is mentioned here. I can't read shit. Yeah, Kyo is drawing the same magic circle as the one in this picture. Okay, let's see. In order to perform the caged child, you need 5 people, including the spirit medium and a dark place with no light.
If I remember correctly...
Just like Kyo said. First, draw the magic circle passed down from the caged dog village on the ground. In the center of the circle, the spirit medium must kneel, curl like a turtle, and rest their forehead on a stone on the ground. Afterward, the other 4 participants must put the iron cage over the spirit medium and cover it with a white sheet. And finally, the dog god must be placed on top of the cage. Also, it says we can't step on the magic circle during the preparations. The dog god? Do you mean the wooden dog statue?
Yeah.
Big Bang is meant to come back in 2026 at Coachella. Interesting. I didn't know they came to Coachella. Have you ever listened to the song Hyururirapapa? It's just barely over the 3:30 mark. However, it's got such a good conclusion that makes the payoff in the end. I could see that being good. I'll have to look that up. I've never heard of that, nor do I think I can pronounce it properly, so we'll see. What I'm learning from this stream is that I have a lot of things that I need to go listen to. And I have to watch the video of the guys with the maid outfits. When preparations are complete, turn out all the lights to create complete darkness. The seance will begin when the 4 participants are each standing in the corner of the room. The 4 participants, not including the spirit medium, will sing the Caged Child song. The main problem with K-pop is rappers in modern K-pop because it's hard to tell if they are rapping. Really? Is it not like the style of what they're doing, or like... After the song, ask, "Is the caged child?" Then say the name of the spirit. The spirit medium will reply in the voice of the summoned spirit, and that's all it says. That sounds complicated.
But
Complicated plans have a better chance of working out in the end, wouldn't you say? No. In fact, I'd say they have less of a chance. Whether it works or not, Kibo's been wanting to conduct this seance for a while. Since I was fortunate enough to obtain one of these copies, I have already memorized it. Once you listen to the song, you'll realize it's a lot easier to pronounce than you think. Oh, okay, yeah. Annie from All Day Parts is really good at rapping, though. K-pop rapping is different than, like, Kendrick Lamar, though. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
right?
Oh, yeah, he said he memorized every word of it, too. That's probably why he left the book here, because he can conduct a seance without it. But is it even possible? Contacting Angie's ghost? If you're so curious, why don't you join us, Shuichi? Huh? You should see how it plays out with your own eyes.
See?
There's still time, you know. The seance hasn't even started yet.
That's true.
Maybe it's better if you join them. You think so?
I don't understand.
Well, I'm not going. I don't believe in seances. But whether you believe or not, as a detective, you should be there to observe what happens. As a detective, huh?
Okay.
Yeah, I think you're right. Now you're talking.
All right.
Well, I'll be waiting for you. Of the 3 empty rooms, we're in the middle one. This is chat recommending MVs to air for 2 or 3 hours. Yeah, kind of. But hey, I'm here for it. Let's go. Pop from Big Bang is still probably one of the best K-pop rappers there's ever been. Oh yeah, did you listen to Ada's recent release of Cat's Eye? Okay, I haven't heard Cat's Eye. I know that came out like a day or 2 ago. I have heard Magic, which I thought was fantastic. Yeah, I have not heard Cat's Eye yet. I will listen to that soon, though. Kokichi spoke as though he was inviting me to go play, then he left the room. The Caged Child has been added to the Truth Board section of your monopad. Okay, middle room. There. Big Bang MVs are funny. There's one where there's a little war going on top is just in the fucking art museum. Huh. Yeah, music video MVs tend to either be like, oh, this clearly makes sense with what the song is about, or just completely random bullshit. I don't know, like, you ever seen the music video for Special from, or Specials from King Nu for Jujutsu Kaisen? That music video is wacky. There is a lot of weird shit going on in that. So, Kokichi tells me you wish to participate in the seance as well, Shuichi. You are most welcome to join us. Is what I would like to say. However, only 5, including the spiritual medium, may join.
Oh man.
Oh man, what a shame. Well, Keyboy, you're out. Why me? I agree with Kokichi. I was thinking this for a while. No spirit mediums? Robots and seances don't mix. They're like toothpaste and orange juice.
You see.
Oh yeah, because orange juice has acid that melts your teeth. Okay, yeah. Also, a video of you ranking chat suggested songs you accumulated over the months would be interesting. I should make a list of that, yeah. Why not? Just be like, alright guys, you were correct that Cat's Eye was really good, but man, some of this other stuff was shit. But yeah, that would be an interesting video. To be honest, I had the same thought. Your help was appreciated, Kibo.
You?
Your help was appreciated, Kibo. Also, I just noticed he has like... Kibo has like a little Iron Man, like, circle on his right hand, but not his left. Maybe that's a clue somehow.
Don't any of you feel guilty for kicking me out after forcing me to come?
Also phrasing, yeah.
That's why we're apologizing.
Not mock me.
No one's apologized yet.
Oh man.
Fine, fine. How bad? Just don't get mad and start shooting electromagnetic waves at us. Why would I do that?
Stop it.
Stop whining, Kibo. I want to start the seance as soon as possible. Fine, but I won't forget this betrayal, Shuichi.
What betrayal?
From me. What did I do?
Exactly. That's how I felt about Zutomayo's Solve Me MV. It's completely bizarre, but it just works. The Backrooms MV for Icky and Card makes no sense because they sing about strange things. Ah, yeah.
So then.
So, now Shuichi has joined us. First, some warnings. Such as,
Do you understand?
do not enter the magic circle that I've drawn on the floor. It is drawn with purifying salt, so it is easily disturbed when stepped upon. You drew this magic circle with salt?
That's correct.
I always use salt for magic circles. It makes seances more likely to succeed.
Well then.
Also, it's dark in here, so be sure to watch your step. If the magic circle is broken, not only will the seance fail,
We're fine.
but it may also unleash a curse.
Okay.
Got it. I'll be careful. I'm surprised you were able to draw this without even looking at the picture.
Do not worry.
I have the entire document memorized, so this magic circle should be perfect. Of course, I also have the Caged Child song memorized. You must do the same.
Do you understand?
I have copied the words to the song down here. Please commit it to memory. Everyone else has already memorized it. After all, you'll be unable to read in the dark.
Huh?
We have to memorize the lyrics now?
Oh.
You're a detective, so I expect your memory to be up to the task. Here's the melody. Sing it to the tune of Three Blind Mice. Sing it to the tune of CPR, but from that one song where it's mixed with Reese's Puffs and Misery. I listened to Kyo sing the song and did my best to memorize the melody and lyrics. Like she said she wanted more than a tip if I ain't talking about guidance. When I first heard the song, I was surprised that BMX Yadame would sing that in the K-pop song. It is kind of nice to see people, like, put weirder lyrics into things that where you're just not expecting it. I think there's a Love Live song camp recently a friend of mine showed me where they just say shit in English. Remember there being a song of Kagami Len going through puberty, or Kagami and Len going through puberty in high school and getting horny for women. It's like 4 minutes long. It should be, like, that should be like a 10-minute, like, ballad of a song. Could you imagine being like, well, goddamn, or like, I don't know, just like some weird stretch, just call it the puberty song. It had millions of views. Part also has 2 male members, 2 female members, which is fun. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't realize there were a lot of like, or like, many notable like guy and girl groups. I listened to Kyo sing the song and did my best to memorize the melody and lyrics. Sing it to the tune of Reese's Puffs.
Okay.
Alright, I think I've got it now. Yeah, your memory is extraordinary. You are indeed the ultimate detective. I feel like there are other things that make him that. All Day Project is 3 female and 2 male as well. Interesting.
Well then.
There's not many of both gender groups. Okay, I kind of get that, but yeah, I was under the impression a lot of the more popular ones were just one or the other. Well then, let us begin the ritual right away.
How exciting.
Yay, we finally get to see Angie again.
So then.
Again, of course, being that she is now dead. Before that, let's choose a spiritual medium. It would work best with a girl.
Then I'll do it. I can't think of anyone but me that Angie's spirit should go in.
It's semi-phrasing.
No.
No, I'll do it. Because if you're the spirit medium, you'll be able to talk to Angie.
Yeah?
Yeah?
That's right.
I love the straightforward sprites.
You want to talk to Angie, right? I'll be the spirit medium.
I think this is the emo boy. It'll be perfect. Sing it to the tune of Welcome to the Black Parade. They're fun because they're so different. Card and All Day Prod fans hate each other, though, which is why I hate K-pop fandoms, because I don't get why they can't just like both. That is intriguing that they would have like a little like war between the fan bases. Huh. I guess that's a little more common than I think, but yeah.
That way you can say goodbye to her. And after you finish saying your goodbyes, keep your chin up and live life facing forward. Survive with me and everyone else.
Uh-huh.
Please.
Please. Enko.
Oh.
Way.
Also, Himiko, let me say this one thing. Expressing your feelings is perfectly natural. You shouldn't feel ashamed at all. So if you feel like crying while you're talking to Angie, go ahead and cry your eyes out. Also, never talk to men. Just want to put that one out there. You'll feel better when you do. Well, I mean, laughing makes you feel better too.
Damn it!
And venting your anger onto something can really cheer you up. Go dropkick Shuichi. Why me? Train your heart by crying, laughing, and venting your anger, Himiko. I think you've trained too much.
Lots of fandoms in K-pop just hate each other for the stupidest reasons. Really? I like how this death is only because the killer got an ego, knowing they'd be caught eventually, and they ended the best Yuri writing in the mainline trilogy. Yeah. Oh, man. Maybe Kyo just hates gay people.
You're probably right.
Seems like the two of them made up. That's good.
So then,
So now that we've decided on a spiritual medium, let us begin.
Yes.
Alright, Himiko, I'll see you later.
now I would like the spirit medium Tenko to sit within the center circle. Please be sure to walk on the path so as not to disturb the magic circle.
K-pop fandoms are the definition of parasocial toxic wastelands that makes Hiroshima look like a firecracker. I am somewhat aware of that whole thing. Yeah. I don't think anyone really hates Big Bang, though, but again, they are from before fandoms went crazy. Okay, there's, yeah. I'm sure there are some, like, Western bands like that, too.
So dark in here.
Next, you must.
That said, I don't think Western bands really try to, other than, like, maybe Taylor Swift is, like, I guess she's not a band, but you get the idea. I don't think a lot of Western artists really try to propagate that same sort of, like, fan sort of thing, you know?
Please rest your forehead upon this stone marker I've placed here.
I don't get how they think they're friends with the idols. Yeah. I used to know a person so in depth with SKZ they know each of the members' hand sizes by heart. Each and every member. Now, where do they find this information? That's a question. I don't think I've ever thought about the hand size of any artist that I've listened to.
It's just a stone I brought from the courtyard. Are you sure it'll work?
Anti and girls don't do it, but again, they're under K-pop labels. Okay.
Certainly. It is merely needed as a marker for her forehead to rest upon.
Like this?
This may be uncomfortable, but please endure it until the seance is complete. Whatever you do, you mustn't raise your head or change positions.
That's how I under the label with BTS and girls that are under the same level as Stray Kids. Okay. Question I'm too afraid to find out. Yeah, you know, I don't even know where one would get that kind of information. Like, it's one thing to be like, oh, I saw nudes of this one artist, and it's like, wow, that's kind of weird. It's like, but I feel like I'd be more scared of the person saying like, I know their hand sizes. It's like, okay, but why? And how? I didn't want to know where people get some information from, like, what do you mean you know all the Stray Kids members' blood types? Blood types occasionally get published by the actual thing, is like, because it's like a horoscope sort of thing in some parts of the world. But like, I don't know who would ever post someone's hand sizes. That feels like I don't even know my own hand size. I don't, like large,
Piece of
but
cake. I have 5-star flexibility.
okay, but from this angle, she's clearly on the circle. Starting now, the rest of us must go to work. There are many things left to be done. First, we must place this iron cage atop Tenko. I shall leave that to Shuichi and Kokichi. And please keep in mind, walk carefully so as not to disturb the magic circle.
Yeah.
Okay, you can count on me. I may not look like it, but I'm actually super duper strong.
I shouldn't have lied. I'm way too weak for this kind of stuff.
It's made of iron. No wonder it's heavy.
Hold on! Don't just drop it on top of me!
Well, I mean, you can handle it.
I know. It wouldn't be very funny if a body discovery announcement happened during this.
It'd be kind of funny.
Please don't jinx us!
I'm tired.
Wow, you know, that joke in
Next,
hindsight,
we
huh?
cover the basket with a white cloth, right?
Like, what value do you get in knowing the dimensions of someone's hand? Yeah, like Yoshikage Kira over here, but also they can make life-size accurate dolls of Felix from Stray Kids. It's always the Felix Stray Kids fans that are the most insane. If Krekio keeps threatening to rip up people's nerves, do you think he likes nerve soup? I didn't even realize nerve soup was a real thing. Gonna have to look that one up for completely different reasons. Surprisingly enough, Felix is one of the person's favorites. That doesn't sound surprising based on the fact that they sound insane.
I shall take that role. All right, everything is prepared. Tenko, how are you doing?
Well, I can only see the floor from this position, but I think I'm fine.
The final step is to place the wooden statue of the dog god atop the cage. The four of us may need to do this together. The statue is quite heavy.
What? I feel like the cage would be heavier, honestly. Unless there's like...
It's still worth
I don't know what that thing would be made of. I guess wood, but...
Oh, holy crap, this weighs a ton!
No, it is not much more than 175 pounds.
That's more than some people.
Totally wiped.
I could have used my magic to carry it.
Also, interesting that they said pounds in the translation, even though in all the other stuff, like in the profiles, I think they use kilograms to describe weight. Oh no, they use pounds, huh? Wait, are any of... Obviously Gonta, but who else is heavier than the statue? Alright, Kibo? Wow, it really is just Kibo and Gonta that were heavier than that. That's heavier than most of them. Look at Shuichi. That thing is 50 pounds more than him, roughly.
Are you sure it's okay to put something so heavy on top of the cage?
I'm sad that way more than a statue on 206. I mean, hey, you know that it's probably in muscle. Just think about that.
The
Muscle
item
weighs more than
is
fat.
specifically for seances, so it
97 pounds. If I had to guess, I didn't look at that. That was probably Himiko. Wait, no, it was Kokichi. He's 97 pounds. Ryoma's 88 and Angie is 86. Okay. Yeah, the lightest person here, I believe, is Angie. Man, that means Ryoma's 3'5", she is 4'11". She is a full 1.5 feet taller. He is a very compact guy. That is muscle. That is all muscle, Ryoma. Must be a Stray Kids concert being put in the cinemas next year, so that's gonna be an experience for casual people who go to that. That'd be interesting, yeah.
Okay. I guess that's fine then.
Now, let us exit the magic circle. Take care to avoid disturbing it.
Just shuffle around the cage until you're done.
So then,
This is the point of no return, Tenko. After this point, you mustn't speak. Next time you open your mouth, it'll be Angie speaking through you.
Got it.
Understood. I will not say a word until the seance is over. Okay, everyone. I'll see you guys after the seance.
well then,
The rest of us shall move to the corners of the room. Please go to one of your choosing. I picked the left corner. Oh, I do get the left corner. Wow. Alright. We each stood in a different corner.
now we darken the room. Kokichi and Shuichi are closest to the candles.
The tennis practice must pack quite a punch. Exactly. I like how Tenko dies by a woman, but the killer has their soul destroyed by a salty woman. Yeah, pretty much.
Please blow out the candles.
Yeah,
You
it's
should
so...
be able to follow the walls in the dark.
They always gotta bury the gays. Which is the name of an actual trope, by the way.
So those
Actually, I guess we don't necessarily know Tenko is gay, and you shouldn't put labels on that, but whatever, you know?
Okay, got it.
You needn't move, Himiko.
Also, I guess spoilers for people who aren't playing Danganronpa 3 that don't know that yet, but... I mean, you know.
Yeah, got it.
Once the room is dark, I will begin the song. Please sing along with me.
Reese's Puffs, Reese's Puffs! You think Korekiyo's ever been misgendered from the fandom? Decent chance, honestly. It's... I'm gonna be honest,
Until she
I
replies,
don't
there
even
is
entirely know which the right one is. And hey, maybe they're fluid. Who knows? Or maybe you probably do, but I don't.
After the seance is done, Shuichi and I are supposed to light the candles again, right?
Correct. I brought matches from the warehouse.
We have
so
matches?
please use those.
Okie dokie. Then I'll blow out the candle now.
I'll throw a rock to hit mine. I walked up to the closest candle and blew out the flames. The room instantly fell into complete darkness. Pitch black darkness. So dark I couldn't even see my own body. So dark I thought I was blind. Overcoming my instinctual fear of the dark, I moved along the wall back to my corner. Then began the singing. To wit, I am in misery.
At long last.
Reese's Puffs, Reese's Puffs. He let us all in the caged child song.
Young guard dog
I can barely read this.
sealed within an iron cage. At mountain's bottom.
Could I actually, like, sing this to the Reese's Puffs tune? Hold on. At last, at long last. Younger dog and little lost girl. Sealed within an iron cage. Fuck, no, I couldn't. Alright.
How many will there be by dawn? Will there be two or just one?
Why is it always the lesbians, though? Yeah, it keeps happening. That's the ultimate trope woman. A weak, shy, timid, fat black woman with long curly hair and New York accent with a white goth girlfriend that dies halfway through the horrors they face. To me, it's readable because the pattern is reading a squiggly line. Okay, I kind of get that. Yeah, okay, there's the thunk, yeah. I was waiting for that.
Guard dog run far away, or did it eat the little girl? At last,
Reese's Puffs, Reese's Puffs!
long last.
We finished singing the song, but I thought I heard an odd sound in the middle of it. What was that?
Say,
Is the caged child Angie Yonaga? He began calling. Now, if the medium answers,
say,
Is the caged child Angie Yonaga? What's going on?
say.
Is the caged child Angie Yonaga?
What's the matter?
It's like someone calling a mother in a grocery store to pick up a lost child. Angie Yonaga, please come to aisle 3. What's wrong? I won't answer.
Hold on.
Himiko, I was very clear you were not to speak, yes? But something's weird. Why won't she answer? Maybe it failed?
Let's see.
Let's light the candles briefly. What? Is that okay?
Well,
It's just for now. Confused, I walked along the wall back to the candle. I managed to strike a match and light the candle once again. Hey, what's going on? Did it really fail?
That cannot be.
That shouldn't be the case. The seance was perfect.
What?
Is Angie not coming? Is that still Tenko in there?
Also, if you didn't notice, there's a normal font in the back, but it's very... Oh yeah, I saw that too. Tenko?
I see, yes.
Ah, I told her that she mustn't speak until the spirit enters her. She follows orders well, but how about we let her out for
Hold
now?
on.
Wait, dark arts such as this need to be started and completed the same way. Those who remove objects from the magic circle must be the same who brought them in. If not, the spirit may stay in the medium's body. And Himiko's just like,
That's great. I prefer her to. I prefer Angie to Tenko.
I need to speak more than I currently do. I am not... Alright. Seeing as how this was a failure, I don't think any spirit is sticking around, but whatever. They carry the dog away. Just like setting up, Kyo instructed us on how to clean everything up. We were careful to remove everything exactly in the order Kyo directed.
Now, I will remove the sheet.
Kyo pinched the fabric gently and pulled it aside.
Oh. Perhaps.
Something is amiss. Shouldn't the alarm have rung by now?
Yeah.
Himiko ran toward the cage at a sprint. Himiko, I told you not to step on the... But she wasn't listening. She jumped onto the cage and... Fueled by desperation, Himiko grabbed the cage, lifted it up, and... There it is.
Really?
Imagine a conservative mainstream Christian plays this game, they'd have a seizure with this shit. Yeah, that'd be pretty crazy. I heard there was a lot of outroar for like another game example about like the beginning of BioShock Infinite where you have to take a, you have to be baptized into their religion to enter, I think it was called Columbia? I forgot what it was called. The place floating in the sky.
Who would have thought there'd be another victim during the investigation? Maybe Monophanie's green puke was predicting this tragedy. Yeah.
Ah.
Oh, the puke's color is normal now. Because it was predicting this. Everyone, please assemble in the seance room.
The second book discovery announcement, the second body discovery announcement played. Wrong button.
A
There it
body
is.
has been discovered!
Didn't take long for everyone to come running.
What?
Tenko? Seriously?
What is this? How did this happen?
How'd this happen?
Tenko, Gota's so sorry. Gota no could protect you. Shuichi, explain the situation. I thought you were conducting the seance. What happened?
Well, that's...
I don't know. What's happening? Yes, Monokuma is a bit fucked in the head right now since it doesn't follow the script in a way. Well, friendly reminder, the murderer doesn't count to the BDA activation. Oh, I know that. I meant like the, like just seeing her through the cage should have been enough to realize, oh, she's dead. But, like, I guess it requires, like, direct contact and seeing them, because otherwise, I guess the cage might still count as in the way or whatever. But there were 4 people in the room already, so... I mean, that tracks.
I'm surprised too. I never thought a murder would happen during an investigation. I guess for now, you should maybe start the investigation right away.
Say,
Before that, I would like to confirm something. The culprit who killed Angie may be a different culprit from the one who killed Tenko, yes? Huh?
if so...
What happens in the event that there are 2 murders by 2 people? What if there are 2 blackened? Will we need to find them both at the class trial?
That's right.
Don't worry. We won't. Now that you mention it, that's a good point. What would happen in that scenario? Eh? Well, what would happen? Monodam, what would happen? What would happen?
Not Dad.
Why do you look lost too, Monodam? I thought you were gonna run things instead of Daddy.
I never expected something like this to happen. I don't know what to do. Really, I don't know. Oh man, they're all disorganized. If you can't decide on the class trial's objective, then we won't know what to investigate.
Father always knows what to do. We should ask him for help.
No way.
Have you already forgotten? Daddy's in no condition to help us.
Yeah, he's balding. Still, somehow. Like this was stupid moves and it filtered down to a 1 to 2 out of 4 chance. Yeah. Definitely wasn't a smart move by the killer, in my opinion. That said, someone that could have been a suspect for the other room was also here, being Kokichi, so not necessarily the worst idea, but...
It's all our fault that Daddy ended up like that.
Eh? It's all your fault, Monofini?
Daddy, help! We don't know what to do on our own. We gotta use the power of love. That'll snap him back to normal.
That won't work. Father is just an empty shell now.
That's right.
That's not true. Anything is possible with the power of love. You don't understand that because you've never been loved before, Monodam.
Damn. Or whatever.
Daddy, I love you, so please go back to normal. I want to see you, Father. I love you with all my heart. Aw, you're making me blush.
Oh, hey. This is getting out of hand. Now there are 2 of them.
I'm back. Were you good while I was away?
And he starts licking the kids. He even looks at his own dead body. Ah.
With you running the academy, I was able to fully enjoy my relaxing vacation.
Oh, that tickles. Father's intense love is getting me all soaked.
Phrasing.
Daddy, your tongue feels amazing.
Phrasing.
It's better than
Wow, that's even worse. That's not even like phrasing thing. That's just actually saying something weird. Next tries to blacken hasn't been blackmailed or forced someone to kill as cover. Someone tried to kill their case solver before execution. I mean, I could see that kind of working, but then it's like... I feel like that could potentially backfire, because if no one manages to guess the blackened, that means that person would then live, and then you die. So while that could work, especially if you say like, oh, they're the weapons, so I'm actually the blackened, like they almost did in Danganronpa 2, but Fuyuki didn't want to do that. That could work.
Man, that vacation was just what I needed. It's important to take time off to relax.
Tell you the truth.
Normally, most companies won't even let you take time off to go on vacation. But I was able to do it. The secret is to just leave whether you get permission or not. Eh? Wait, so then, who's this Baldy then?
Yeah?
Oh, just a part-timer got to cover me while I was gone. Here's your pay, like we agreed on. I'll take it and get out of here. Eh? I thought you were supposed to be relaxed.
Well, there he goes.
Now that that nuisance is out of the way, what are you guys talking about again?
So we already got 3 of the cast members are necrophiles and into incest, yet only one. I can only prove one of them. And you know 3 of them are necrophiles, but you can't prove it.
Oh, that's right. What happens to your votes when if there are 2 blackened candidates? Well, I have an answer for that. It's first come, first served.
First come, first served?
The blackened who killed the first victim to be discovered will be your target.
In other
In other words, if the blackened who killed Angie isn't the same one who killed Tenko, then only Angie's killer will be considered the blackened. Basically, Tenko's killer Tenko's killer wasted a kill, and Tenko herself is a waste of a victim.
Now then,
Oh well, add this to the school regulations so you can review it later.
go ahead.
I also updated the Monokuma file. Do your best to investigate this murder too.
Monokuma File 3 has been updated in the Truthful section of your Monopad.
I've updated the autopsy report. Boy, everything's going so smoothly now that Father's running things again. Leader's gotta be able to take decisive action. Indecision is just the worst. Daddy, you're glowing! You're glowing like a lamp! There's nothing better than being praised by my cute cubs. There's nothing better than spending time with my cute cubs. For as long as you live, I will never let any of you go.
You know, I just thought about this. If all the Monokumas are being controlled by the same person, the mastermind, this really is just one, like someone just role-playing as, like, a family. Which is kind of weird, even more beyond the whole killing people thing, you know?
He just left us behind while he was saying he'd never let us go. That's why he's so amazing.
You know what? I'm not gonna read the next line, for what I view as obvious reasons. But, yeah.
So long.
Super Danganronpa 1 and 2. One of the highest quality SDRA 1 and 2, one of the highest quality fan games ever made for the Danganronpa fanbase, along with every other Danganronpas do use this rule. Okay, cool, yeah. I mean, I think it's an interesting idea that you could, like, theoretically have someone in the game who killed someone, and then you have to, like, that could be a really interesting point to take for the rest of the story. Kind of a shame V3 didn't do that, in my opinion, but, you know, it's, yeah.
So to make sense of all that,
Listen closely.
If both murders have different culprits, then our vote will determine Angie's killer. But we don't even know if there is a different culprit, do we?
Let's see.
True, we should investigate Tenko's death as well, just in case.
How exciting!
finally! Finally, things are heating up. I'm getting so excited.
Piece of shit.
Guy, you fucking psycho.
Yuichi, this is bad.
Huh?
This is unquestionably bad. I can't believe Tenko was killed. Everyone's upset and confused. And I'm in no shape to help right now.
No.
So this is where you need to step up.
Listen up.
Listen, Shuichi. The impossible is possible. All you gotta do is make it so.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Alright, then let's check the Monokuma file first. Imagine having to roleplay a family with the only daughter developing an incest kink. I'd be concerned for myself, especially since this is very well getting broadcasted. Yep, decent chance of that. The victim is Tenko Chabashira, the ultimate Aikido master. The body was found in the middle empty room on the 4th floor. Now that I think about it, is this the quickest time after a dead body has been made that it's been discovered in the series? 'Cause I think that might be it. The body was found in the middle empty room on the 4th floor. Time of death is approximately 11 a.m. The only visible injury is a stab wound to the back of the neck. A stab wound on her neck. The same as Angie's cause of death. It doesn't look like a coincidence. Maybe it's Angie's curse. Curse?
Jeez.
God, not again. Curse! Oh my god. Ah!
Hey.
What? Curse?
Kaijo,
Ghost! Ruh-roh, Raggy.
No way there's a curse! Don't screw around!
You're the one who's screwing around. Do you want to die?
Yeah, he's about to get killed. Yep.
A body has been discovered.
Yeah, I wonder why there's blood coming out of his mouth.
Are you okay?
Kaito, are you okay?
My bad.
My bad, Shuichi. I'm starting to feel bad, but for a different reason. Okay, see, I didn't make the connection before, but based on what I saw at the end of Chapter 4, this makes way more sense now. I'm gonna get some fresh air, so I'll leave this to you and Maki roll. Maki, you didn't have to punch him in the lungs. Kaito left the room, still a bit wobbly. Should we resume the investigation? Time is of the essence.
That's correct.
True, we haven't time to mourn Tenko's death as our own lives are at risk. That's true, but Angie and then Tenko. And to think earlier, I was suspicious of Tenko. I'm sorry, Tenko.
How can this be?
It's all Gonta's fault. Gonta failed to protect friends again. Actually, they do use the 2-killer rule, just in a very roundabout way. Huh. I kind of wish there was a 1.5 deal, where the second Blackened, if they get caught, gets horribly maimed like Fuyuhiko, but generally still lives. That would make sense, yeah, there has to be some kind of punishment for it. I guess the punishment would be that if they broke the rule, Monokuma might kill them, but... I don't know. Tenko's death caught us all off guard. Tenko's death caught all of us off guard. Everyone is panicking. I have to keep it together. We have to work harder. Because I'm a detective.
Well,
It's too dark in here. We can't investigate even if we wanted to.
Got it.
Don't you bring candles from other room to make this room bright, okay?
No.
No, that won't be necessary. Yeah, that's not necessary at all. Huh? Why?
listen up!
Show him, Kibo! Show him your new power! New power.
His eyes lit up! I, New Iruma, the gorgeous girl genius, have installed a new function in Kibo.
Just leave it to me. I will become the guiding light that shines on you all.
Maybe you could shine a little less on.
Shine on, shine on! Shine on, you crazy fucking diamond!
That's both the song and a JoJo. Man, it's fucking bright in here. Man, what a lame function. You should have made him like a transformer or something.
It's okay.
But it's bright now, so we should hurry and investigate.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right. Ibo's flashlight function has been added to the truth bolt section of your monopad. Why? Let's look at the body, I guess. Actually, let's look at the cage. This is the cage used in the seance.
Is this...
It looks to be around 3 feet high and 5 feet wide. It's a pretty large iron cage. Big enough for a person to fit inside. Kibo's officially gotten his high beams installed. Yeah, exactly. I think he would get pulled over by the police for having them too bright. I think you forget, a lot of the truth bolts in this case are hella red herrings. Oh, that's... okay, that's probably it, yeah. It is kind of funny to think about. During the seance, Kokichi and I covered Tenko with the cage. We were supposed to remove it as well. But it was Himiko who rushed in and removed the cage first.
Hey,
Hey, look at this.
is this...
A bloodstain in the bottom of the cage. Probably Tenko's blood, yeah?
That's true.
Yes, I imagine so. The spatter must have been made when she was killed.
What do you mean?
Which means Tenko was killed while she was inside the cage. I think you're right. Tenko went under the cage before the seance. But when the cage was lifted after the seance, she was already dead.
Then...
If she was stabbed right when the cage was lifted, that would explain this bloodstain, right?
Huh?
Perhaps she wasn't killed during the seance, but the exact moment the cage was lifted. That is a possibility. Iron cage has been added to the truth bolt section of your monopad. Marker stone. I barely know her stone. I don't want you to remember the guiding light comment from Kiba made. It's very meaningful for the ending. I'll keep that in mind. I think we've already halfway through the game is insane to me. Yeah, it's weird to think, especially like after the 4th case, we will officially be in unmarked territory for me. I will have no idea what's about to happen. There's a rock next to Tenko's body. This must be... Yeah, the forehead marker thing. Tenko had her forehead on this rock, hunched over. She had to make herself small to fit inside the cage. Markstone did a toothbolt section. Tenko's dead body. Took her last breath crouched over like this. According to the Monokuma file, her only injury is the stab wound to her neck. This wound was fatal. This must have caused instant death. I didn't hear a scream during the seance. Ah, wait. The clunk. I'll say a word. Yep. Did Tenko really keep her mouth shut despite the pain?
No.
Her death might not have been instant, but she couldn't have gone far before she bled out.
Huh?
What do you mean?
What's the point?
You were concerned about that, right?
Okay.
With a wound this deep, the victim is too shocked to do anything except die. You're speaking from experience?
That's obvious.
Of course. Quick deaths are my specialty. Well then, that makes sense.
By the way,
The real question is, what was she killed with? I don't see a murder weapon around. You're right. I don't see an obvious murder weapon. That could be a clue. Tenko's last moments have been added to the truthbolt section of the monopad. Blah, blah, blah. Ah, this floorboard is loose. And it's the one right under Tenko.
why?
Why is this floorboard loose?
If I remember correctly,
It wasn't like this before. It must have come loose during the seance. I think it's best that the two most controversial chapters in this game are the ones you haven't ever seen. Don't question the person whose job it is to do a quick fishing kill. Yeah, that's true. But yeah, I've heard good things about 5 and 6, but I've also heard, not good things about specifically the way this ends and how it was kind of controversial. I'm very intrigued to find out what it is. Apparently I'm not sure which interview this was, but apparently in an interview, the guy who made the Fate franchise said that he liked the V3 ending. And I'm very curious to learn what it is. Also, the thing that everyone says about, like, oh, after V3 there can't be any more Danganronpa, so I'm curious as to what that means too, but whatever. It wasn't like this before. It must have come loose during the seance.
Why?
Why would it come loose during the seance?
but
A floorboard this thick and heavy wouldn't have come loose easily. Then someone must have loosened it on purpose. Loose floorboard has been added to the truth bolt section of the monopad. We looked at her body, we looked at the cage, we looked at the stone. Guess there's no blood there. Is there any blood in the sheet? It's the white sheet we used for the seance. This was placed on top of the cage. Kyo was the one who removed it.
Is this...
This cloth is pretty thick. It's similar to a window curtain, but it's completely opaque. And on the back... Yup. Look, there's a blood stain on it. Right around the middle of the sheet. But no hole in the fabric. Which means Tenko wasn't stabbed through this cloth. She was stabbed all underneath the cloth. White sheet has been added to the truth bolt section of your monopad. Oh, and there's something written on the wall in blood. But like, red blood, so it's not people blood. It's the wooden dog statue used in the seance. I believe it's called the Dog God. V3's ending is quite literally the end of the series. It's written to where there can be no reboots, no 4 special episodes, no unwanted sequels, quite literally the perfect ending for the trilogy. Okay, well now I'm very curious as to what it is. It closes off everything. Which is why I'm guessing having Danganronpa 2x2 was surprising for people because it's, you know... During the seance, this wooden statue was on top of the cage. It took 4 of us to remove it. This wooden statue is pretty heavy.
If I remember correctly.
Gio said it was about 175 pounds. That's about the weight of 2 girls. What do you know about girls? Have you even touched a woman besides your mother? God damn, Maki! No wonder you're the ultimate assassin, you just fucking killed him! What?
I'm kidding.
I'm kidding. Anyway.
Is this...
Maki, your jokes are brutal! What do you know about women? I think a dominatrix Blackened would be so funny, because imagine them arguing that they did say to choke them and not stop. That's true. That could be a liable defense. Anywhere other than Danganronpa, that would be like an actual thing you could probably say. Everyone is on fire with the insults this stream. Yeah, Maki especially. She's been... Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right about that. It didn't sound like you were kidding earlier. I mean, would you like to be the woman that I touched? She's like, Shuichi, shut up. We already have... I don't want to distract Kibo from being a bright light. Oh yeah, the magic circle. It's the magic circle Kyo drew on the floor. Well, at least it was.
Oh dear.
It's been completely stomped over. I suppose that was unavoidable.
Well...
Was this drawn with salt?
Yes.
Whenever I perform a seance, I always use salt.
What?
And this just turns into an ad for a salt company, and it turns out the entire game was just an ad. Are you feeling alright? You sound ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
Ridiculous? I have performed many successful seances. Why, I've even had spirits enter my butt.
I'm right already.
Shut up. I don't want to hear about your stupid delusions. Maki really doesn't beat around the bush. It's kind of refreshing, actually.
But
In any case, with all these footprints, I can't make out the original circle.
So what?
We'll find out in Kyo's lab. It should be written in the Caged Dog Village document.
Hey,
Isn't that right, Kyo? He seems depressed. I suppose that makes sense. Magic circle's been added. Okay. As for the other people in the room, it was... Angie... Himiko, Kyo, Kokichi, and me. So let's just question them.
Hey!
Himiko! Hey, Himiko! Be strong, Himiko! Gonta, if you shake Himiko that much, she's going to break. But she's not talking. It's like Himiko not even here.
like I thought.
She must have been really shocked over Tenko. Let's leave her be for now. Okay. Himiko. This is one of the reasons UDG is so controversial, because it takes place somewhere between Danganronpa 1 and 2 without being referred to in either game. It was kind of referred to in Danganronpa 2, because they had like the poster for it at the movie. But like, outside of that, yeah, I don't think they ever brought it up. UDG also has a canonical child kisser character in the least legal way possible. Oh, fuck. Oh, ew. Why? Why did this...
knew it.
Kyo, I know the murder was pretty shocking.
Of course.
Of course I am shocked about that as well. But why did the seance fail? What? We performed all the steps flawlessly. He seems more concerned by that than the murder.
Ah, yes.
Oh, if we perform the caged child again and summon Tenko's spirit this time...
Stupid.
Cut the crap. Just tell me what happened during the seance. Both you and Shuichi were present, right? Did she get killed during the seance?
I see, yes.
True, it may be best to move past what happened to know why the seance failed.
Is that so?
Whatever, just hurry up. At the time, in order to begin the seance, we had Tenko, the spiritual medium, position herself as a turtle within the magic circle so her head touched the marker stone. Then Shuichi and Kokichi placed the cage over Tenko. And after that, I placed the white cloth over the cage. And all 4 of us placed the wooden statue of the dog god atop the cage. Afterward, we stood in the four corners of the room. Kokichi and Shuichi blew out the candles.
Yes.
Finally, we all sang the Caged Child song to the tune of Reese's Puffs, and the seance should have been complete, but... now that you mention it, I remember hearing a strange sound during the song. Was it the peanut butter chocolate flavor? It wasn't the peanut butter chocolate flavor. It is a mystery to me as well. I thought someone may have tripped, perhaps. That was a pretty loud sound for someone tripping. Perhaps Kyo knows something.
What do you mean?
And then what happened?
Yes.
We called out to her, but no reply came. I had Shuichi and Kokichi relight the candles. I think it'd be funny that for this to work realistically, Kyo would have effectively needed to have night vision. Yeah, I guess him having the stone there makes him know exactly where she is, so there's that, but... And then we removed the items from within the magic circle in the opposite order. First, all four of us removed the dog god statue. Next, I took off the white cloth, and then... Himiko ran over to the cage, and the moment she lifted it... And it sounds like Tenko was definitely killed during the seance. But would it not be difficult in such darkness? Besides, she was inside the cage, yes? Then was she killed? Then when was she killed? Yes, that is a problem.
I see, yes.
What if she died hours ago when we were talking to a zombie? There is another problem. And that is, why ever did the seance fail? I simply cannot figure it out, cause she was dead!
Perhaps.
Maybe someone moved from their corner? Someone else sneak in here?
What's the point?
Obviously, since the seance was clearly a sham. Maki never was one to pull her punches. Sound during seance has been added. Alright, Kokichi, Kokichi, what you got? Man, what a lame... Oh, yeah. Oh, that's all he has to say. Cool. Miyu, what about the flashlights? This investigation is over and shut, and it's all thanks to me for giving Kimo his new function. Oh, okay, I can't say that. Whoops. I was about to speed right through a problem. Funny, but I cannot say that. I shouldn't, really. It would have been funny if Reese's did a Valentine's Day special candy where it's just a blatant male milk joke. Oh god. I like how for this line to work, zombies would need to exist. Hey, in Danganronpa, maybe someone invented zombies. Ultimate revival scientist or something.
No.
Ultimate, necromancer. No, not necessarily. And it's just someone like Hero who can't actually do anything like that, but like, they just luckily can convince people that they can for like random bullshit. We're not leaving a good legacy through this game. Yeah, that's... Whoops. Hey, I didn't say it, so that's something right there. I'm not gonna get called out for that. In Australia, that would be fine. Huh? Seriously? The seance was clearly set up to lure her in and kill her. How could someone who wasn't in the room kill her? So you believe that Tenko was killed during the seance? There's no other possibility, shit for brains. God, you don't even know that? She does have a decent point. It's true that Tenko was alive before the seance began. Yep. I think British people are the only ones people who say the C word pass, funnily enough. It's British and Australian. I've heard them both kind of throw it out there. And speaking through you. Yep. Tenko answered Kyo, so at that point she was most certainly alive. When the candles were relit, she was definitely dead. She had already been killed. That means she was killed in the dark. I'm positive. What time exactly was Tenko killed after the candles were blown out? That may be an important point of this case. Maybe the candles then? Candles hung on the walls. They're the only source of light in the room. There were no windows in this room, so without the candles it was pitch black. But how did the culprit kill Tenko in complete darkness? Maki, what you got? E. These floorboards seem a little unstable to you? They're tough to walk on. The floorboards aren't nailed down, they're just lying on top of crosspieces. That's what Gonta told me. That's probably the reason they were a little unstable. They've only been laid on top. That's why they're unstable. Well, the boards are fairly thick and sturdy. I can't imagine it'd come loose easily. But if someone wanted to remove a floorboard, they could easily do so, right?
Okay.
Yes, I suppose. Already saw the white cloth, the rune magic circle. I feel like there was something on the floor. Nope, just Samugi. Alright. I said think that made Tenko look suspicious and all this. I'm sorry, Tenko.
Stop it.
Cry later. Eh?
Because
Crying won't bring Tenko back, and if we don't investigate thoroughly, we'll all die too.
Okay.
I need to find the truth and pin down the culprit. For Tenko. And all of us. Imagine a live-action Danganronpa adaptation and it's one-to-one with the games. And imagine a woman would be so uncomfortable on set knowing how their character's gonna be horrifically violated. That and just the way some of the guy characters are treated. Like, imagine being Soda and just being like, you basically just get the shit kicked out of you in every conversation. Not like physically, but like, just emotionally.
I guess.
Or like how everyone must give their underwear to the main character. It's a requirement. You're right. Tenko would want us to figure it out so she'd have no regrets. That would be the best way to apologize. I guess the statue next. It's the wooden dog statue used in the seance. I believe it's called the Dog God. During the seance, this wooden statue was on top of the cage and later removed by Kyo, Kokichi, Himiko, and me. Kyo said that it weighs about 175 pounds. Something that heavy on top. Oh wait, that we already investigated that, yeah. Gonta then?
Why?
First Angie, then Tenko.
Me.
Don't just show us shamed. Why Gonta no could protect friends? Never mind. Kibo then?
Leave it to me.
Leave it to me. I will become the guiding light that shines on you all. Huh. Wait, so can I leave? No. Alright, Kokichi. Again. I could have sworn he has to leave the room for me to see, like, that scene, but... Oh, there it is. There's a small opening in the corner of the room. It doesn't look big enough for a person to get through, but still.
This.
A hole? Looks like there's space under here, too. Oh, hold on. I can see something below. It looks like something dropped down there. What? Something dropped down there? Was something dropped from here? Hole in the corner has been added to the truth bolt section of your monopad. Well, what is it? After we check everywhere else, why don't we go under the floor and see for ourselves? Right, let's do it.
That way.
Seems pretty dark down there. What should we use for light?
That's true.
Well, let's bring a candle. Keep his light from up here, that should be fine. Then I'll go get a candle. Move that floorboard so we can get down. Okay, got it. I want you to guess who's my least favorite character based on their story writing. Story writing? I don't know, but I know you have a particular dislike of Tsumugi, which is potentially elucidating as to what her role in the story is, but we'll see. Other than that, least favorite story-wise, if I had to say, maybe fucking Kirumi. Why not? Just because, you know, we had a discussion before how she could have killed some other point and then, you know. I pulled off some of the floorboards near the hole and took a candle from Maki. Then we carefully made our way through the hole and under the floor. There's always a hole. It wasn't even me this time. That's a lot of blood. I don't think Tsumugi for what a role in Setsuna, mainly because her personality fucking sucks. I do agree that the bit of her being all like, I'm very plain is a bit, I guess dull would be the right word, in that it's just kind of, it's very, what's the word? I guess that it's just a bit that got old quickly is what I'm trying to say. This is a lot more spacious than I thought. You can move pretty easily in all fours.
Okay.
Let's look around for clues.
Well,
It'd look pretty stupid if we found no clues after crawling around this dusty place.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's a giant blood, there's a candle, and, yep, there it is. That's what I was looking for. There's a sickle here, and there's blood all over it.
Okay.
The blood on this sickle is fresh. This is it. This is the murder weapon.
is this...
This came from my research lab. It did?
Well,
A sickle can be used to assassinate a target. It can be thrown without losing any lethality, and you can hide it under your clothes, too.
Well,
If she was attacked with this, she wouldn't have stand a chance. The blade is about 6 inches.
that's right.
That's huge. She's like, it's more average size, but whatever. And since Tenko was in the cage, she wouldn't have been able to defend herself. But even if this is our murder weapon, how did the culprit attack Tenko in the cage? The blade could fit through the gaps in the cage, but could it reach her neck?
That's true.
The cage is 3 feet high. If you were to stab into it with a 6-inch blade, well, it would depend on Tenko's posture, but I don't think it's impossible. Then her posture is the question. Hey, if the weapon is down here, then the culprit must have thrown it away, right?
that's true.
Perhaps after killing Tenko, the culprit threw the sickle under the floor in the dark. Or they could have been under the floor the entire time. Either of those is possible. The correct answer is Kaede. She got written out of the story too quickly, although for reasons I cannot say. I hate how she was done with... 6 inches, girl, that's small. 10's more like it. Yeah. Really, Kaede, though. She got written out of the story way too quickly. I do agree that I would have liked to have her in a lot longer. But at the same time, having the whole protagonist switch thing was kinda cool. That said, if they were gonna kill off Rantaro that quickly anyway, they probably could have done it with him. Just have him be like, I have to stop this, I remember everything. And then he dies, and it's like, oh, who's gonna be the main character now? Guess it's Shuichi, because he's, also here. Sickle Under the Floor has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your monopad. Sickle Under the Floor would be a cool name for a band. Playing tonight is Sickle Under the Floor, with their hit song, Bloodstain. Blood dripping from the gaps in the floorboards. Fresh blood. This is definitely Tenko's. I mean, I could have told you that. That's oh, that. Yeah, the crosspiece. Look! Part of the crosspiece that supports the floorboards is cut off.
That's true.
It's near the loose floorboard, and the portion is missing is about the same width, too. And from what I can see of it,
That's true.
it wasn't broken off naturally. This was cut by someone. There should be saws in the warehouse, so they could have used that. Question is, why? Another crosspiece supporting the floorboard, so it might not fall if this portion is missing.
Then,
So what purpose did this serve? Floorboard underneath Tenko's body is loose, and the crosspiece supporting it has been cut. If the culprit did all of this, then why? Crosspiece under the floor has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your monopad. Some of the wood is corroded and is broken off, so you can see into the next room.
hey,
This is the wall of the empty room, right? Looks like there's wood along the wall. This part is rotted away. It looks like natural rot. This hole wasn't made intentionally. But I can get into the next room through here.
that's true.
If I remember correctly, the room next door is also empty, right? Then the culprit could have gone from room to room by moving under here instead of using the hallway.
No.
True, but it would have been difficult moving around under the floor. We did alright because we had a light. Yeah, we did alright because we had a light. Without that, it'd be pitch black. The protagonist switch thing was objectively the right move. Killing off Rantaro was fine since he had a major payoff, but Kaede, the character ending I hated the most. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like, as much as I do like Kaede, I do think that maybe other than like Maki, there wasn't really a very good choice for like the one to switch from. Maybe like I guess Kaito could have been it. Because then they could have still had the whole like oh, I'm your mentor kind of friend thing, and then they die, and then it's like, oh well, I will do this in your honor. Granted, Kaito is kind of the guy afterwards. They could have just switched it up between him and Kaede, but then there's the whole thing with them and Maki, and I don't know. I think overall, it's difficult to say how they could have changed things if they wanted to keep the protagonist swap and also Kaede. Because I do like Kaede a lot, but I agree, she got kind of done dirty there. That might make it impossible. That might make it impossible to move around in there. And they could have used a light like we're doing right now. True. Use the light to move around under the floor. Is that possible? Still things to investigate, like what? Oh, the dried blood, huh. There's a blood stain on the ground underneath the loose floorboard. And it's pretty far from where Tenko's blood is dripping down. It's under the same floorboard, just at different ends, which means they cut themselves while sawing the thing. Why is there blood here? Hey, the back of this floorboard has blood on it too. You're right. There's a little bit of blood up on the underside of this floorboard. Did Tenko's blood splatter when she got killed?
That's true.
I wonder. Can't really be sure yet.
Okay.
But these bloodstains here are completely dry. There must be some reason these particular stains are dry. Dried blood under the floor has been added to the truth blood section of your monopad. This floorboard, yep. I think we finished investigating here.
Is that alright?
Maki, you want to head back up? Glad you asked. I was starting to get fed up with all this dust. Maki's pouting face is kind of cute. After Maki and I crawled out from under the floor, we put the floorboards back and returned to our investigation. I think Kaede was the only viable choice. However, to me, if you took out Himiko or Miu from the story sooner, it would make zero difference aside from humor change. Yeah, I guess, but I also feel like it would be kind of harder to present either Himiko or Miu as like a protagonist, you know? Like, Kaede was believable because she's got the kind of personality you would expect from that, but like, unless they change up how Miu is as a character, I feel like it'd be very difficult to sell her as like a main character. And Himiko, I feel like she develops well, but she doesn't start off well, you know? So it would have had to be someone who's got like a more active personality. Like, actually, you know what? Maybe Tenko. They might have been able to sell Tenko as a main character because she's got the whole like, you know, she's at least active. She's like, hey, let's go do these things sort of thing. But like, you know, maybe they could have made something out of that. Had a whole, expanded on the whole dynamic between her and Shuichi where she's like, I hate men. And he's like, I am a man. I don't know. But yeah, that's only if they really wanted to keep Kaede around. And I like Kaede a lot, but it was an interesting twist. I did not fully see that coming. We've only been investigating this room. You sure that's wise?
Huh?
What do you mean? If Angie and Tenko have different killers, then the Blacken we need to vote for is the culprit for the first murder. The culprit who killed Angie. That's what Monokuma said. So instead of investigating Tenko's death, shouldn't we be investigating Angie's?
Okay.
Yes, of course.
But
this is bigger than the killing game. For the sake of the two who died, I need to reveal the truth of both their deaths. Well, I understand why you feel that way. But if you plan on investigating the other crime scene again, we should probably hurry. Alright guys, I'm about to end the stream, but we are going to see what is one of the best jokes in the entire franchise. I'd say honestly the best joke in all of Danganronpa. When I came to the hallway, a scene more surprising than I could have ever imagined unfolded.
It's a lie!
Oh, I fucking love it. It's still funny. Alright. Did I surprise you? Were you gonna scream and cry in terror?
huh?
What are you doing? I fucking love his sprite. One of the best jokes in the entire game, yeah, definitely. Then go to the preset dynamic with Himiko and learn that woman was the one who did it. Then had to come over the feelings about how men and women being equally evil would be interesting. That would be nice, yeah. Unfortunately, they didn't do that. I don't think. Right, I don't remember them really bringing that up, but I feel like that would have been a nice, like, way to kind of round her out. Oh, sorry. I'm just a little lightheaded from the blood loss. Yeah, this is real blood. He does look a lot paler than normal. Okay, so what are you doing? I got curious about something, so I decided to search the empty room next door. Then suddenly, I stepped through the floorboard. You stepped through the floorboard?
That's so mean.
Jeez, that got me good. Because of this, I tripped and fell pretty hard. You want some orange juice? You want...
Got a minute?
You're going to lose consciousness. Do it after you tell us everything. Oh, sorry. My bad. I guess there was no crosspiece supporting the floorboard, so I kinda stepped through. What bad luck. Crosspiece was gone. Does that mean... Here we go. Huh?
Confidence. Dreams. That's what the Killing Game is all about.
Is it?
Killing Game fans, hold your head high and watch with your own two
The blood covered
eyes.
almost sprite is perfect. It's amazing. Yeah. Pretty sure Kokichi was horrifically malnourished as a child. That's why he's so light. Oh, that's probably it.
Baseball,
I am
soccer,
interested in his
mobile
backstory.
Games. They're all nothing compared to the Killing Game. The Killing Game just can't be beat. Behold!
I like how he has his own little logo on the wine and the wine
entrance
cooler.
to the trial grounds.
Okay, so yeah, the trial is starting now. Good. This actually is a very good stopping point. I guess time's up. Oh man, it's cause of you guys. I didn't have enough time to check something. What were you trying to check?
See?
I wanted to re-research the seance again, so I brought this document with me. But unfortunately, it's now covered in his blood. Oh no, alright. I couldn't find anything new that could be used as a clue. You perfectly reenacted the seance as was written in this document. He drew his magic circle the same exact way as in this picture. Not only that, he used the same exact tools too. Nothing suspicious about this whole thing. Well, I wanted to check the finer details, but I'll tell you about it later. At the class trial, so see you there. Kokichi left, the blood loss clearly affecting his footing a bit. Bloody Kokichi has been at the truth blood section of your monopad. Not because it's a clue, but because we find it funny. Let's go to...
That's true.
Yeah, okay. Is Maki nervous? See, so even she gets nervous sometimes.
Do you want to die?
What are you staring at? Do you want to die? Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I've been your Airhead, your favorite VTuber Android, and I'll be back on Sunday with Ace Attorney 4, aka Apologists, aka Turnabout, whatever it's called, and I hope to see you all there. Have a lovely morning, day, or evening. Remember to like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed, and goodbye for now. It was fun seeing you guys too. See ya!